Good morning to all. I hope you all are doing well at your home and eating healthy. I, Ms. Gunjan Daswani from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota, welcome you all to the e-learning classes of English texts, and today we will be doing chapter number 4, 5 Children and It, from your Gulmohar reader. So now, this chapter's writer is Edith Nesbit. So who is she? Let's know. Edith Nesbit was an English author and poet. She wrote more than 60 books of children's literature. She wrote stories of fantasy and magic in which there is an unusual character or event. So she used to basically write on fantasies. I can say imagination, that we imagine, that is fantasy, and about the unusual characters in her writings. So what in this chapter also she is talking about an unusual character, a strange creature, that is a simiad. Who is that strange creature? What he did and how did he affected the life of 5 children? So let's look at the chapter now. Once the 5 children, Cyril, Anthea, Robert, Jane and the baby called the lamb were living in the countryside. As they lived in the countryside where they got bored easily, they decided to go outside and build a sand castle. While digging, they came across a strange creature. So now what happens is, the 5 children, Cyril, Anthea, Robert, Jane and the lamb, that was the baby. So they were all building a castle like a sand castle that you make on the beach, right? When you go to the beach, you make a sand castle. So they were making that sand castle, and while they were making the sand castle, they uncovered a strange creature. Now what happens? Let's see. Everybody had a different opinion on that creature. So now at this moment what happened is, there came up a husky voice. So what was that husky voice? Robert said that it was a rat, while Jane said that it's a snake. But according to Anthea, it wasn't both. While all this discussion, there came up a husky voice. Husky voice means here is low voice, that is so rough voice. So now then a fat, furry, brown creature wriggled out of the hole. Like the fat, furry, brown creature came out of the hole. What he did? She said, "Leave me alone." But as Anthea requested, she said, "Please come out of the hole." Then that a fat, furry, brown creature came out of the hole, crawled out of the hole. That is the meaning of the word wriggled. So now it was about the size of a large cat, but with arms, legs, feet and hands like a monkey's, long whiskers and pointed ears like a bat's. Its eyes were on stalks like a snail's horns, and it could stretch or shorten them. So this point is talking about the appearance of this creature. This appearance of the creature, as it was the size of about the large cat, as you must have seen the cat. So it was about the size of that large cat, and it was having arms, legs, feet and hands like a monkey has, like we all also have, right? So now one more thing was there, that long whiskers. So long whiskers, you can see these are the long whiskers over here. This one, that ears part that is there, and what happens is, and pointed ears like bats. As you can see, its eyes were on stalks, like the eyes, that creature used to stretch and shorten them, this was having a horn like a snail. These are the horns, and what that creature could do, it could either stretch them or shorten them. So now that strange creature introduced itself to them as a simiad, a sand fairy who granted wish. While it flattened its long rat-like whiskers, the children asked him about the other simiads. So now when they were all having different opinions about that creature, then that creature itself introduced itself as a Semiad. So now everyone was thinking, what is a Semiad? Now that Semiad told them that it was a fairy. A fairy used to grant wish. So same goes with that creature. So now all the children asked him about the other Semiads too, that where are the other Semiads? Now let's see what he answered, what that creature answered. The Semiad told them that they lived in the small sand castle that the children built near the sea. But the sand castle has moats in it from which the water entered in it. It said, we are delicate creatures. If we get wet, we catch cold and die. So there were fewer and fewer of us. Now goodbye. So now what happens is, Semiad told them that they used to live in the sand castle which children used to build, like you all build the sand castles when you go near the beach. So that time, that the sand castle, they used to live in that sand castle, but with that sand castle we built moats over there. Moats, what you must be thinking, what is the meaning of the word moats? So now moats is the wall we create around the castle that we make. So that is the wall that we make for protecting it. So that because of that moats, the water in that castle, water entered in that castle. So now he said that we are delicate creatures. Now he told them that they were what? They were very sensitive. They were very fragile, we can call. So now if we get wet, then we catch cold, we get sick, and then we die. So now there are very few of us. Now he said, I am leaving now, goodbye. But while he was about to leave, the children forced it to stay. They wanted that the creature should fulfill their wish. Their first wish was already fulfilled. So now, as he was about to leave, as he was about to go inside the sand again, what happens is, children was forcing him to stay. They used to appreciated him, like I do appraisal of you, like the teacher do appraisal of you. That is, you get very much happy, you get consoled. So the same thing happened here also. He also got consoled. Now the children, why the children were stopping him or forcing him to not go inside, not go back again? Because they wanted that creature to fulfill their second wish too. But what was their first wish? Their first wish was, as Anthea said, not to come out of the hole. He was not coming out of that creature was not coming out of the hole. But it came because of Anthea, because she wished that creature should come out of the hole. So that was their first wish. Now the second wish was, what was their second wish? Let's look. Jane and Anthea wanted the creature to fulfill their second wish. The Semiad stretched out its eyes on their stalks and seemed to hold its breath and puff itself out to twice its normal size, and then suddenly let out its breath and then came back to the original size. Then it's buried itself in the sand again. So now what happens is, Jane and Anthea wanted that creature to fulfill their second wish. The second wish was to become beautiful, to become the most beautiful person of the world. So what happens is, Semiad agreed, and in this paragraph, in this point, it's the way of Semiad to grant wish. So now each of them were looking at each other's face, and on this Robert said, "And you two girls looked like a silly greeting cards." So now after the Semiad granted them wish, what happens is, they all looked so unrecognizable, like they were not known to each other. If they haven't worn their clothes, if their clothes were not matching, so then they were not being able to recognize them. So now Robert said, on this thing, Robert said that you two look like what? Silly greeting cards. So silly greeting cards, why he said that they two are looking, Cyril and Jane and Anthea were looking like greeting cards, silly greeting cards, because they were looking very pretty, but they were not they were not able to recognize them. That is why Robert said silly greeting cards to them. When Lamb the baby woke up, he could not recognize them and he was not letting them carry him. It was so difficult to take him back to home. So now what happens is, when Lamb the baby woke up, there was a baby with them too. So when Lamb the baby woke up, he was not able to recognize them, as he was not aware of the thing what was going on there. So he was not able to recognize them. Then what happens? That baby was not letting anyone carry him back to the home. But after an hour or so, he let them carry him back to their home again. So now let's see what happens. When they reached the house, Martha opened the door and snatched the baby from them. She also didn't recognize them. So as they reached home, as they came back to the home, came back to their home. So what happens is, Martha who took care of them, right? When their parents were not at home, she used to take care of them. So Martha, as soon as Martha opened the door, what happens is, she was also not recognizing them, as they all were looking very different. So now, she snatched the baby from him. She shouted at them, "Who are you all? And who gave you the baby of our home?" So then what happens is, she shouted and shut the door on their faces. So she banged the door on their faces and she didn't let them enter in their house. So now they wandered down the lane, hungry and thirsty. Finally, when they had no place to go, they sat under the hedge. Jane said that they will be back to normal after the sunset. So now this point, what happens is, after after trying, when Martha shut the door on their faces, what happens is, they rang the bell again, but she didn't let him enter the home. But what happens is, after that they were wandering around the lane. The line was there, the way was there. So they were all roaming around there because they had no place to go. So they were all thinking that there were no place to go where they will be going. So now what happens is, they sat down under the hedge. It's like this kind of a house that is there. So they sat down under the hedge. Jen said that they will be back to normal. Now Jen was knowing that they will be back to normal. They will be back to their normal look after the sunset. After the sun will set, they will be back to normal. So now after the sunset, they went back home again. Martha told them about the strange children incident. So now as they came back home after the sunset, Martha told them about the strange children. Like, they were themselves only, but according to Martha, they were some strange children who were pretending to be their house children, right? So now she told them about that incident. So she warned them also. She warned them not to meet them again. She also warned them, you are not going to meet them ever in your life. So now, but after all this, cook brought in a supper. Supper is the dinner that you take. That is supper that looked and smelled delicious. So this is the end of the chapter. That is, after all this chaos, what happened? They finally had their dinner, which was looking very delicious and smelled also delicious. So with this, I hope you all have understood this chapter. Stay fit, stay at your home, and I'll take a leave from you all. Thank you for watching this video.